Hello guys, Fish767 here. Today we're here looking at an arena deck. It's been a long time since I've done this, so forgive me if I forget to do something or anything like that. I have not played arena in a very long time, let alone make a deck tech. But I've put together a mono black deck with what few wild cards I had and the cards that it gave me, and it's pretty okay. I need to double check it, like test it again, because it was originally, I think it was Golgari, and then I took the green out because, well, we really didn't need the green. So, and I don't have any ramp in the green either to get me higher on the curve, so it didn't make sense to have green in there. So I'll just go over the deck and we'll play a couple games. Let's see what happens. So we got Persistent Specimen, 1 drop, 1/1, pay 3, return it from your grave to the battlefield tapped. We run 2 of it. Although I would like to run 4 of it, but I don't have that many unlocked. We got Sanitarium Skeleton. We run 1 copy of it because we can't run the other Persistent Specimens. It's a 1 drop, 1/2, pay 3, return it from your graveyard to your hand. We got Shambling Gas. We run 3, 1 drop, 1/1. When it dies, choose one. Target creature and opponent controls gets -1/-1, or create a treasure token. So this is basically targeted removal whenever we want it, and it can also create a treasure to ramp us. So both of those are very good. We also have Typhoid Rats, 1/1 Death Touch. We run 2. It's good blocking. Deadly Dispute, 2 drop instant as additional cost to cast it, second artifact or creature. Draw 2 cards, create a treasure. You can sacrifice a treasure to make a treasure and draw 2 cards. So this card is like really good. I would run 4, but once again, I only have 3. We run Doom Dissenter, 4 copies of it. When it dies, we make a 2/2 black zombie because it's just good. Elderfang Disciple, when it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card because it's just good. Flunk, 2 mana, target creature gets -X until the end of turn, where X is 7 minus the number of creatures in that creature's controller's hand. So this gets around like Indestructible. So that's Soki, because Soki is like a pain in the butt. And it does some other stuff too, but it's just a nice kill spell. Now, Malakir Coldblade, whenever a creature opponent controls dies, put +1/+1 counter on it. We're just going to use this to hopefully be able to block some big boys. That's why he's in the deck. Then we got Power Word Kill, destroy target non-angel, non-demon, non-devil, non-dragon creature. It's just nice. Removal, Poison the Cup, destroy target creature, the spell is foretold, scry 2. Skullport Merchant, when it enters the battlefield, make a treasure, pay 2 second other creature or treasure, draw a card. It's a 1/4, which makes it a good blocker. And since it creates that treasure, it can also ramp us. Then we run Soul Shatter, which once again gets around the Indestructible. And I would probably go 2 Soul Shatter, 2 Funk if you can afford it. But it's an instant. Each opponent sacrifices creature or planeswalker with the highest mana value among creatures and planeswalkers they control. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes that's a bad thing because we actually want to kill the lower mana cost thing. It all depends. Then we run 1 Lolth Spider Queen. Now the reason why we only run 1 is because I only got 1. I would run 2 if you can afford it because we really want to hit this. But 5 mana legendary planeswalker, whatever, a creature you control dies, put a loyalty counter on it. You can 0 her to draw a card and lose 1 life. -3 to create 2/1 or create 2/1 black spider creature tokens with menace and reach. And then her emblem's really nice, but we're probably not going to get it, and it doesn't even matter for us. So I'm not going to go over the emblem. Realistically, just make more spiders. Like, that's all that this deck wants, is more creature tokens on the field. Then we have Dollhouse of Horrors. Pay 1, tap it, exile a creature card from your graveyard, create a token that's a copy of the card, except it's a 0/0 construct artifact, and it gets +1/+1 for each construct you control, and it gains haste until the end of turn, which was unfortunate because I did it on a Soki, and that made Soki have to attack, and, well, that messed me up that game. And then you can activate it only as a sorcery. Then we run 2 Dreadfast Demon, or Dreadfeast Demon, which is the point of this deck. Really, you should run 3, but I only have 2, so I'm making do with what I got. But it's a 7-drop, 6/6 flyer. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice a non-demon creature. If you do, create a token that's a copy of Dreadfeast Demon. So, what's so good about this? Well, as long as it survives till the end of our turn, unless they could kill 2 of them, we're going to keep 1. If our opponent tries to steal it, it will literally turn their entire board into 6/6 flying demons, which could be a good thing, but it's probably going to be a bad thing, because if they're stealing it, they're probably doing it at sorcery speed, which means that we have a demon on our side of the field, and because of that, because our deck is literally built around this thing, we're going to just make more demons than they are, and that means that we win. So, yeah, and then we run 22 Swamps. We got 62 out of 60 cards because I still don't know how the shuffler works. Previously, I would run 1 card more than the actual highest amount, but it still works. So 62 out of 60 is fine. We don't run a sideboard because we play best out of 1. So the main idea here is you get down these early game guys to stall until you can hit the late game guys. And then once you get the Dreadfeast Demon out, you're just basically using Persistent Specimen to keep putting it back into play to sacrifice it to get more demons. And if you get Persistent Specimen and Skullport Merchant out, you can actually like go through your deck really fast, which is important because we only have a couple of the good cards. If we get Lolth, we could probably win. If we get Dreadfeast Demon, we should win. Like, no reason why you don't win if you get Dreadfeast Demon unless they board wipe, or have instant speed removal, or they're just mono red and you're dead. Like, okay, there's plenty of reasons why you can lose this. I've not tested it in the Neon Dynasty stuff. Daggumit. I really just want to play regular Magic. Can I do that? Alright, I'm still getting used to it. What are we at? Best of 1? Sweet, that's what I want. What is that? That is last played. I see. Okay. We want best of 1, standard, play. I'm sorry, that I'm still getting used to this UI. It's so different than what I'm used to. What it used to be. But I tested Polyraptor in Historic. Yeah, it doesn't work. It's too slow. Like, we're not talking just 1 or 2 turns too slow. It's like 4 turns too slow. So, that's the thing. Alright, we're fighting a person. Let's see if we can actually win this. We might not be able to. That is a keepable hand. It's not the best hand for us, but how we'll do this is we'll drop in Sanitarium Skeleton because it can block better. Then we'll play a Coalblade. And then we'll play a Doom Dissenter after that if we don't get a 3rd Swamp and a Skullport Merchant by then. I'm on a red. Gotta hate it. Well, it's actually probably not mono red. I just said that. It's Rakdos. I heard that there was this new Rakdos deck that was kind of broken. Haven't faced it yet, so we'll find out. No attacks. I want a blocker. So we'll find out just how broken the new Rakdos deck is, because I heard that it was broken. Yada yada yada. Oh, I have to kill that thing, don't I? Well, I'll take 2. I thought the Malakir Coalblade worked on our stuff. It very obviously does not, so that is just an error on my side. Which, my bad, but... Should have attacked him turn 1. It's okay, we'll be fine. Unless he plays another... Okay, we might not be fine. If he shocks the Persistent Specimen... Okay, resolve all. What is this? Whenever one of our you control leave the battlefield, create a 1/1 colorless construct with this ability. Tap sack it, deals 1 damage to each opponent. Okay. And you gain 1 life. Okay. Oh, I see. So I need a kill spell, like last turn. Yeah, I'd like to block. Let me just check if I'm reading this right. Leave the create a 1/1 colorless. Beginning, you may. Yep. So okay. I see. So how we're gonna do this is we're gonna play that, and then I think in combat you may if you do. Yep. Okay. That's gonna go. Just gotta read it and stuff. So I outdamage him, not for long, but I do. I'll just swing 1. I think I may have goofed, but that's okay. Because he can just straight kill one of my dudes. So he can kill both, if he wanted to. I don't think he does, though. No, he is going to. Fine by me. We're just going to do more things. I want to play Persistent Specimen. And 3-1. I think we block here. Nah, we block here. Get the most power on the board to be able to block stuff. This is a very interesting deck, and I can see why it's good. Tap second artifact. Okay, so that thing just keeps coming back, is my understanding. Well, if we can manage to kill the Shambling Ghast, we're fine. If I draw a Swamp, we're fine. Okay, I'll take it. Okay, and that is game. So if that, in fact, was the Rakdos Artifact deck that I've been hearing stories about, I can see why it's scary. If you didn't catch it, I'll kind of explain it. They had that artifact on the field where you could tap and sacrifice an artifact that you control to deal 1 damage to each opponent and gain a life. And then at the beginning of the end of your turn, you get that artifact back. You make a 1/1, basically. And then they also had that red creature on the field that I killed as soon as I could, because that thing had to go. By the beginning of combat on their turn, they could pay 1 mana, sacrifice an artifact. If they do, they create a 3/1. And so what that lets them do is they make a 3/1, but they also make a 1/1, and then the next turn they make a 3/1, and they make a 1, and they make a 1/1, and they keep doing that. They just sacrifice the 1/1 to keep that going. And so yeah, that can win games. So I had to kill the creature right away, otherwise I would have been starting to lose very quickly. Our deck, though, it doesn't play well with that kind of a deck because we're playing Reanimation, so they just can't keep up with our blockers. But also, more than that, Dreadfeast Demon's just kind of broken. If you get him on the field, it should be game over. So that was one game. Yeah. I'm also working on updating, or not updating, I'm working on building a Spirit Tribal deck. So if you didn't know, in Kamigawa, there are these like enchantment creature shrines, which I think means that shrine is a creature type. And if shrine is in fact a creature type, that makes shrines like really good. So I'm going to try to build that. I don't know how it's going to go. Yeah, we keep this hand. We definitely keep this hand. We've got 3 mana, because Shambling Ghast creates a mana. And that means that we only have to hit 2 more with 22 in a deck. That should be doable. But I'm quite happy with this deck for making it with basically only the starting cards and a couple wild cards. I like it. Of course, you can make any deck win if you're a good enough player. A lot of the last game was just sequencing it properly. But that's really not saying a whole bunch. We play Shambling Ghast over the Persistent Specimen because honestly we don't want to have the Persistent Specimen get exiled. So not only does the Shambling Ghast act as bait, but it's just a straight better blocker, because if they get a 2/2 on the field or a 2/1 with first strike, we can block it and kill it using its ability if we have to. So that's just a thing. See, this is a ramp card that I kind of wish I had, but the problem with it is it turns the land into a creature, which means that it can now be killed. And honestly, that's not very cool. Like, don't get me wrong, I take the extra land, but I don't want my land to be turned into a creature to then die, and now I'm out of land. Although, if you can do something with the +1/+1 counters on it, that would be kind of cool. And I think that black and green, because Strixhaven's still legal, isn't it? If Strixhaven's still legal, black has access to +1/+1 counter things, and green just as a color does as well. So I could see a black-green +1/+1 counter land deck being pretty strong. Of course, I don't know what's actually in Standard. So that's the thing. I feel like that was a waste, but you do you, opponent. Search creatures you control gain death touch. Alright. Not a big deal. We just keep playing, we'll be able to play Lolth. No, we hold that back. No, we attack with that. We have a power word kill, so we really don't care. I'm hoping not to have to use it until they play something kind of destructive. I don't have anything to blow up a creature, I don't think. I'm not sure if Poison the Cup can. If it can, that's nice. If it can't, well, then we're just kind of out of luck on that. We have that 3-drop sacrifice thing, which is kind of what makes it so good. And I'd have to do some testing to see if Flunk, as a card, is just generally speaking better. They just foretold a Poison the Cup. That's basically the only card worth foretelling in black and green, as far as I know. Although it could be the words. It could be the boost spell. They could have foretold the boost spell. I'm just going to try to hit him with this. Yeah, it went through. If they blocked it, I could have killed the swamp, but I also could have had enough mana to play Lolth, which would have been nice. Now, their creatures have Death Touch. I'm wondering what they're going to do. I think that this is just a 4-drop destroy something, though, in the deck. And then it ramps on the next turn, which does make it pretty good. Just with 3 with 1 form or +1/+1 counters are put. If it is in your grave, you may put it on top of your library. Oh, okay, so this is a skeleton deck. I respect it. I don't think it's as good as my deck, but... And that's just because it's kind of slow. Kinda slow. It's definitely not the slowest thing in the world. Now, the problem is, do I power word kill it this turn? Or what do I do? Because if I play Lolth, I'm going to want blockers. If I power word kill, it'll probably be okay. I mean, really, Lolth is just here to... I'm going to go ahead and power word kill this right now. Because I'm going to play Lolth the next turn, and I won't have mana for it. I'm going to Deadly Dispute this Persistent Specimen as well. Shambling Ghast is effectively a 2/2 as far as blockers go. So, yeah. And then we'll draw 2 cards and make a treasure. What this also means is if we draw a Swamp and a Blood Feast Demon, or whatever that card's called, we can play it on the turn after Lolth, and we will have 3 creatures to sacrifice to it. We got an Elderfang Disciple. I'm actually tempted to play that, as opposed to play Lolth. And then resummon the Persistent Specimen. That is actually what I'll do. I'd prefer to get a card out of their hand while they still have it in their hand. So that is what I'm going to do. Okay. I can respect that. I don't have any tricks, but I'm okay with taking 2 as well if they decide to swing. And if they don't decide to swing, that's fine. So I'm good with whatever. Is the Ozolith still legal? I could see a neat kind of Ozolith deck with the skeletons and the Blood Feast Demon or whatever it's called. The Dread... I forgot the name of it already. Is it Dread Feast? Is it Blood Feast? You know, it's the main card in the deck. I should be able to remember what it's called, but I completely forgot. So we're just going to wait here. If I draw another Elderfang Disciple, I will play it and Lolth at the same time. If I don't, I'll actually probably play the Demon. Oh, an Orchard Jelly. Yeah, I see you. I can get behind Orchard Jelly. When it dies, if it 2 or more, create a copy at the beginning of the next end step. Create a copy. So I can drop it down to... you know what? I'm just going to let it go through. I'll block it. Persistent Specimen's pretty nice. I should really know what that card does since I used it before, but I don't. Okay, it's a 6/6. If I cast this and kill it, it'll be a 3/3, which means I can block it with a 1/4. They can just kill the 1/4 though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it kind of... Oh, wait. Trample. Ah! I can kill it on attack. This works out. We'll just end the turn. See what happens. They have a moss skeleton. They can kick it. It'll be 5/5. Persistent Specimen really benefits me in this situation. Does Moss Skeleton have Trample? It does not. Yep, they're going to kick it. Kind of have to in that situation. I will leave Power Word Kill up for whenever it becomes necessary to use it. If I play Skullport Merchant next turn, I will have 4 mana available. Oh, I have to be careful. They can instant speed remove my demon. I do have to be careful with that as well. They really don't want to use their kill spell on like a useless creature though. So I don't think that they're going to try to remove any of my tokens or anything. So I have to bait that kill spell with the merchant. Oh, they're going to go for the swing. Well, all my things are 1/1, so they can hit through with 1 damage guaranteed, and also kill a blocker if they wanted to. That's fine. We got rid of the kill spell, which is just generally speaking what we wanted. I'll let them make their decision without knowing that I'm going to kill the Ochre Jelly. They probably think that they're going to be killing my Planeswalker, but the fact of the matter is that they won't be. Now we need 1 more mana in order to pay for a demon. The good news for us is that the Moss Pit Skeleton's not in the graveyard. If that is... Okay, we're on fire. We'll kill that. So unless they drew 2 kill spells, they're going to be in a bit of a pickle. If they did draw 2 kill spells, we'll be in a bit of a pickle. But also, if they drew 2 kill spells, they'll be out of kill spells. And out of cards. Unless one of them makes them draw a card. Oh, it's a demon, so they can't even kill it. That's one of the great things about this card. It gets around some of the removal. So now what? You gonna swing in? Like, I can block for days. I imagine that they have a buff spell. They just want to knock Ulf. Like, what you doing, man? Let's see. I can kill the land, or I can just get... No, they have a buff spell in hand. So if I don't block everything, Ulf is dead. I'll let the... Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to block the 5/5 with the token, the 3/3 with the actual card, because I feel like they'll buff the 3/3 if they're going to buff, because the 3/3 has trample. And then I'll block the 2/2 with Shambling Gas to go for a kill on the swamp using the ability. If that all goes through, they will be without any creatures on the field except for whatever's in their hand, which I don't know what it is. It's probably a land as a bluff, but if it's a buff spell, they're going to buff... Yep. What did I tell you? That is exactly what they were going to do. And then they'll get Moss Pit Skelly on the top of their deck, which is going to be a 5/5, but it's not going to make any difference. Yep, that is GG. Okay, so that is this deck in action. And I gotta say, it's a mean deck. It just wants to gum up the board with the little dudes that you don't want to swing into, because who wants to swing into a bunch of little dudes? It'll get rid of their big dudes, and at that point it kind of just wins, you know? Well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut it off here. I've got homework to do, and not that much time to do it. So I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, Please give me a like, give me a subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'm gonna try to do more arena stuff. I said this on one of my previous videos, but college goes first. My mental health goes second. YouTube comes after that. And the only reason I say that is because I'm a college student. I've got a lot of work to do in college. And then I've also been going through some stuff, so mental health comes second. But if you like this kind of stuff, like, subscribe. I'll be uploading intermittently. I don't know exactly when, but I'll upload occasionally. And I'm going to try to have Arena in that loop. So thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.